Yes, sir. You already know what time it is.
Oh, yes.
We are back once again. I am Matt P.
And I'm your boy, Jeremy Chase.
And we are your hosts for this evening.
Yes,
on this
sir.
episode of Parking Lot Parables.
Yeah, man. It's another Wednesday, another week.
Uh-huh.
Come chill with us in the parking lot.
So we hope everybody's doing well so far. You know, coming to the end of August.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I mean, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah, man. It's coming up. Like, by the time it's aired, but in almost a week.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, I'm turning 32.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's been a year.
Mm.
And I've grown a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Experienced new things. Like 31-year-old Jeremy, like he's totally different than 32-year-old Jeremy. And just in such a short amount of time, it's like a lot of changes happening. And I'm just happy to embrace it, man. Happy to embrace it.
Feel that. 32.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up on 32, man.
Yeah, man.
Bruh, I remember when we was like 24.
Yeah, bruh. Like, for real, man. Like, them early 20s, like, those
20s in general go by pretty quick, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like,
because you living life fast anyway.
Yeah, you are. You know, you're out all the time. You're doing everything. You know, you're out here doing this, that, and the third.
Man, look, I do it all nighter now, bruh, and I'm paying for it for 2 days, not one.
Yeah,
2.
But I think honestly, I feel like part of that is because, you know, well, let's just be honest. Like, for one, the responsibilities we have now aren't the same responsibilities we had, like, say, 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. You're right about that.
Like, 10 years ago, I wasn't getting up at 8 in the morning to go to work.
Oh, no, man. Shoot.
I think more than age, that's the difference. Like, we got responsibilities. Like, we have to keep up with our bills. We have to get up early in the morning for work. Yeah, man. You know, where when we were 21, when we was 21 going on 22, we was college. You know, we might have to get up early for class. Yeah. Maybe.
But even then, like, it wasn't like a big deal.
Yeah,
you know?
It was just like, it was like carefree. And I feel like that probably plays a bigger part. Like, you know, it's the things that we're concerned with these days. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, man. Which, you know, comes with maturity. You know, when you're 21, you don't concern yourself with bills like that.
Oh, no, no. Oh, your future period.
Yeah, like, I mean, sometimes, you know, some people might have, like, they have these dreams and aspirations, like, you know, in school, like, you know, I'm gonna finish my degree, I'm gonna get a job in my field, or I want to be a doctor or a nurse. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not knocking that, but I think, like, I would say, like, if I could go back, or if I tell anybody, what I would tell anybody in their early 20s is, like, be sure what you're doing is what you want to do. Yeah. Make sure you're not living someone else's dreams and aspirations for you.
Yeah, you're right. Like, man, I know, like, I see, like, almost 70% of people who get a degree in a certain thing, they don't end up doing that. Like, and it's crazy, like, man, you know, we all grow up. We got all these expectations from our parents, from family, from our friends, from the group we're associated with, even the church, like, to do certain things. And when that passion and calling isn't in you, and you realize that, like, it's amazing how things turn in your favor when you stick to what you're called to do, not what someone's told you, not what you know, even some stuff that you're good at. You're not called to do it.
You're just good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, there's a difference.
Like, man, I think when we start thinking on that level of, like, you know, what does God want from me? Because, like, I believe we all could, like, reach a level in life where, you know, we can take care of ourselves and not have to worry financially about, you know, when's my next check coming. Like, that could be ended, you know. But what I am saying is, it takes a level of trusting God and trusting what He's called you to do. Like, once you, like, take that time to really seek Him and, like, you know, just like go before him and submit what you're going through, like he will show you what you meant to do. And when you truly like put your whole in it, like he will bless it, man. He'll bless it.
Speaking of which, you know, when you were saying that, you know, I think about what I've seen a lot of people say God told them to do this, that, and the third. And one thing I always see, what all of it seems to have in common, it always, it's like there's a struggle ministry attached to it. Like, you know, to be like, God told me to do this, that, and the third, and now it's like what it looks like is they struggling, you know, like struggling to pay bills, like everything.
Yeah. My whole thing is like, now I'm not a pastor, I'm not none of that, but you should never be relying on members to pay for stuff in the church. That's just my ideas, you know, because it makes you trust more in what they're giving than trusting in God to what he's providing. Like, I think we a lot of times like depend on certain things. Like, man, we depend on our own paycheck. Like, say for instance, you get fired on tomorrow and like you don't even get your last paycheck. Like, we depend on that to survive. And I think like we do have to have that level of trusting God to be like, Lord, no matter what situation I'm in, you gonna take me out of it, you know, you're gonna provide. Like, I know there's plenty of situations I've been in where I didn't see a way out, but here I am past it, you know, it's better and grown.
It's funny you brought that up, you know, talking about pastors relying on their members. You can tell which pastors be relying on their members too, because they be chewing their members out.
Yeah, man. Come
offering time,
man. Shoot, look,
you ain't giving.
Man, I got a whole new revelation on giving. I think I told you about this. How, you know, in the Bible, it's like, you know, you should give your 10%. And, you know, they love to go to that verse, will a man rob God? Where's he doing it? His tithe and his offering. And it's like, they don't know. Back in that day, they were tithing off of their increase and not their income. So, if you're not able to, if everything's not taken care of in your own house and you don't, you know, have that extra that you can tithe off of, then according to the Bible, you're supposed to just, you know, live until God increase you. So, like, I mean, but people don't want to tell you that.
I had another revelation regarding tithing, you know, especially, you know, whereas, you know, people were like, you know, the curse that you fall under for not giving God his 10%. Like, all curses, you know, that are attached to the law, like, all of that was done away with. With Jesus dying on the cross.
And you know what, bruh? Even like when you go back to the verse about, you know, Cain and Abel, how like, you know, God wasn't pleased with, you know, Cain's offering. He still blessed Cain. Cause like, you know, when he exiled him, he was still like, look, I'm gonna give you this mark. So if everyone try to try you, they gonna die. So I'm even still putting my protection on you to be blessed. Like, God gives to the just and the unjust. So like, I don't know why we have that mentality. If I give this, you know, God's gonna give me this. Like, no, that ain't how it works.
Yeah, and that's a messed up mentality to have anyway.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You giving so you can get something. I was like,
yeah, man,
ain't a doggone genie.
Yeah, and like yeah.
Wish well.
And first of all, it has to be in your heart anyway. Cause if you disgruntledly giving, like, that's not helping nobody.
Yeah, and you know what? I can probably see it's probably gonna upset somebody what we just said, but
it is what it is.
You know, a hit dog don't holler.
Yeah, man.
Hit me up.
Look.
Go ahead, hit me up.
Look, man, like I'm just want to see people free, man, and that's what it's all about. You know, especially stepping into 32, man. Like, I want to see people free from bondage that they didn't even know they were in, man. Like, it's so many people out here who are, you know, struggling with who they are because someone told them something else that's contrary to what they know and believe. Like, it's so crazy. Like, you know, a lot of church people and people in general like to talk about, you know, people practicing witchcraft. But man, simple manipulation is witchcraft. And like, people don't take that into account. Like, fam, if you like just manipulating people to give, like you maneuvering to make them give and pour into what you doing and it's not elevating their life. Tripped. Yeah, man, like you have to, like, I'm at the point now where if I don't see growth in the ministry, if I don't see, you know, people being healed, set free, changing, like if I don't see that, like I'm not gonna be a part of it. Like I have to see that results, you know. Like that's the full thing. Like, you know, if I'm not learning and growing, no, I can't. And that's not to say that, you know, there aren't, you know, places where that is happening. What I'm saying, when I don't see it, you know, and I'm not saying that I've, you know, the churches I've been to, they ain't growing and they stuck in the same place. What I am saying is, if I don't see, you know, no growth in, you know, over the years, like if you've been doing this for years and y'all still, you know, and it's not even about like how many members you got. Like people should be free from certain situations. But yeah, man, like yeah, just gotta grow, man. That's why 32, man, like I'm living in some main character energy, bruh. Like, you know, like I'm not trying to be savage, none of that, but like, no, like if it's not profitable to my character, to my, you know, my witness, my, you know, going deeper in God, my growth, my relationship, like I'm dropping it, man. It don't matter what it is. I don't care if it's a job, living situation, whatever, man. Like I cannot take that into that. Like, man, I prayed for a long time for someone like this, you know, especially relationship wise. And like, no, I can't allow anything to come and ruin that.
Gotcha.
So like, you know, like that's why it's so important that we're always growing, man, because like the old us can ruin what our potential could be. Like just think, man, if I was in the same mindset of like 5-6 years ago, where I was just blindly following people, where I didn't have a full will of my own, where I listened to what everybody else said instead of following what God has told me and created me to do. Like, man, I would still be in bondage and wondering why I'm struggling, why I'm out here, you know, trying to live paycheck to paycheck, just struggling. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
like,
you know, I mean, and oh man, I see people like still spreading the doctrine that if you got a hole in your pocket, it's because you ain't giving.
Yeah.
If you got this, that, and the third, you're sick, you ain't giving.
Man, I've seen people give they all and still be broke. So that
broke and sick.
Yeah.
And sometimes foolish.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean,
now I do believe in like seeds of faith, but you can sow those seeds in other ways as well. It don't have to be just financially. Like you can sow your time, you know. So like you gotta accept that. Like however people want to give, let them give that way. But yeah, man, like it's crazy out here in these streets. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I'm just excited for 32, bro.
Yeah, 32 and growing. You know, shoot. So what do you see for yourself? In, you know, stepping into 32, what do you see happening for yourself?
One, I see myself moving. Definitely that. I see myself getting deeper in my relationship, with God and with my girlfriends. Like I see myself like stepping out and taking risks that I never would have done. Yeah, man, like I even see myself helping people, you know, we do this on the podcast, but I'm ready to like be out there and like helping people out, you know, helping young men that, you know, don't really see a way, you know, being a mentor or a coach to people. Because, you know, I experienced that, you know, me and you both had people who we've had mentor us, you know, in certain ways. And it's like, I want to be that same person for someone else, you know, to help them to prevent from going the same way I went, you know. But just like,
you're at that age.
Yeah,
that mentoring age.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, it's that time where the student becomes the teacher. But yeah, man, like I just see so much, you know, that I can do for others. Like, you know, I always look at it, man, what God has for me is not just for me. You know, it's for others, and, you know, for his purpose to come out. So I'm like, hey, let me do what I can now. And then, you know, once God released me to do whatever, I'm going to do it. But, you know.
For sure. So I had another question, and it kind of escaped me just now. Let me ask you something. Like, you so I was talking to a couple of people, man, you know, that's known me for like about 15 years. So, you know, when you start talking to people who's known you for that long, they went to high school with you and stuff, they bring up old stuff. And like, it'd be like stuff, you be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
like
have you remember that?
Like, do you find yourself, the older you get, see, now you getting in your early mid 30 range now, so do you find yourself forgetting about stuff that happened like back in high school?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. When I tell you high school is a whole blur,
bruh,
like I don't even remember half the teachers I had.
Bruh, I only remember
a small few, but that's because they, you know, were cool and impacted my life in either a negative way or a good way.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember my middle school teachers. I do remember one high school teacher, well, two, my percussion teacher and my history teacher. Everybody remember Mr. Sweat, man. He was cool people.
Yeah, man, I remember I had this this world history teacher, and she ain't like nobody except the football players.
She liked the football players.
That's all I'm gonna say. She liked the football players.
Wow.
Old white lady. We called her Miss Botox because she always had this like weird smile, like her face was stuck. And man, when I tell you, she failed almost everybody in that class. And
she
did not
fail
care.
The football player?
Not done though. But yeah, man, like, I don't know, she was, you know, doing some illicit activities, but that's neither here nor there. And like, man, that memory, like, she's the only teacher that I had to go to summer school for.
Dang.
Like, man, look. I was like, yeah, she was just, yeah. Even the A students were getting like C's and D's, man. Yeah. Like, that should tell you something. Like, if your whole class failing, it ain't them.
She must have been rewriting history or something. But
look, man. And she never made it interesting. All it was her lecturing on stuff that we weren't interested in and giving us tests. Like, you had to know the specific dates. Like, there wasn't no ABC. You had to write it in.
Oh.
Yeah, she was on some other stuff. Like, I ain't even had to do all that in college.
I was like, man, like, I feel like the most important thing people should be trying to teach us regarding history is, you know, so we can, like, I mean, we should find a way for us to apply it now, right?
Exactly.
Like, you know, so-and-so did this, you know, and it failed, you know.
Exactly.
So we need to try it a different way. You need to be different.
Yeah, like, man, like, that's why it's so important that we, you know, put in Black history. Because I was learning about a whole bunch of old white men that didn't give a darn about me. And I was like, why? Like, it didn't interest me in the slightest. Like, I don't care about Christopher Columbus coming over from the Mayflower. I don't care about the Battle of Istanbul. Istanbul, whatever it's called. Like
Great tea party.
Like, fam, I don't like tea. Like, I don't like tea.
The British are coming.
Like, man, I ain't seen the British.
Paul Revere rides.
Okay.
Like,
I be like, man, what's the, like, teach me something interesting.
your boy getting struck by lightning, none of that.
Look, like, fam, if you gonna teach me that stuff, teach me in a way I love to learn. Like, you know, I'm a visual learner, so show me some videos.
Yeah, like
that's why I love.
A video of a white dude getting struck by lightning because he's out there doing something stupid.
Man, that's why I love Schoolhouse Rock, because, you know, they put music into it. They put, you know, cartoons. Like, man, teach me in a way I can learn visually. But yeah, man, they don't be going in like that. You know, they just be like, oh, you don't know it? Fail. Like, you literally had to have a photographic memory to pass a class. And I was like, that ain't me. But yeah, man, we talking about growing. We talking about growing, man. But yeah, man, sometimes it is hard to remember those things that, you know, you did in high school.
You know what?
School.
It kind of makes you wonder. Like, you be like, all right, so I'm about to be 32 now. You know, I ain't got no children.
Yeah.
I'm going to be one of them older fathers.
Yeah,
you know?
same. Look.
We're going to be one of them older fathers.
I'm telling you, bro.
Our son's going to be 18. We probably going to be in our
50s.
Our late 50s, mid-late 50s, you know. So, like, it's going to be a lot. We're going to have to, like, remember, like, you know, when your child asks you something, or, you know, they're going through something, chances are it's something you went through as a child too. But the question is, are you gonna remember? Like, do I remember every lesson I've learned in life is the question.
Like, I remember the big stuff, but like the individual small stuff, I don't remember. Like,
I remember things like these ain't loyal, you know, stuff like that. Yeah.
Like, cause you know, we fought, like we got whooped upon whooped. I don't remember all of them. I don't want to remember all of them.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. Like, I remember every whooping I got.
Man, no.
I remember the key ones. Many. How many whoopings did you get? Yes,
man.
It's the answer.
Look, for a long time, I got scared of a belt jingling. I was like, man, shoot.
Look around the corner, like,
okay, like, I ain't did nothing. But yeah, man, like, yeah, I still think, you know, I'll be able to teach my kids through my mistakes. Like, even just as an adult, man, like, you know, just teaching them, like, hey, I ain't always had it together. And even being open and honest and transparent with them, and like, I'm still trying to, like, I think every parent needs to admit to their children that they're still learning how to raise children. Like, it's no mastery of raising kids. Like, I think you should be vulnerable enough, like, hey, I'm still trying to, you know, learn how to do this. You know, we ain't got it all together. I think when you present that vulnerability to your kids, one, they'll probably respect you more because you're open and honest with them, and they're able to come to you more because it's like, I ain't got to be perfect, you know, for my parents to love me. Because, you know, they show that they're not perfect, you know, but hey, man, it's a different generation.
Yeah.
You can't do the same things you used to.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Things are getting real weird around here.
Yeah. It is.
To say the least.
It is.
But, you know, we're going to be those older fathers. You know, a guy told me a while back, he was like, you know, being, because I think he had a child when he was like, say, like 18, 19.
Yeah.
And then he had another child like when he was like in his like mid 30s or something like that. And he was like, he was a better father, a much better father, not because, you know, because of, you know, he learned his mistakes the first time, like he learned from his mistake, but because, you know, when you're older, you're more, he was like, he noticed he was just more patient.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're more patient. You're more relaxed. That's why grandparents don't be whooping the grandchildren. They be treating them out.
I'm about to say, what you, Big Mama, like, don't, I mean, I thought, what, Big Mama ain't a thing no more?
I mean, almost not, bruh.
Yeah, Big Mama about 40 now. Yeah, she ain't 65, 70 no more.
No,
She about
man.
40.
Look.
35 if you nasty.
Yeah, man, like it's so interesting that, you know, the way we're gonna be raising kids is gonna be totally different, you know. And like,
plus I already got a mom who says she's gonna be spoiling them and then sending them back, making my job harder.
Okay.
Like,
look.
oh yeah, the payback.
Mm-hmm.
The payback. I was like, hey, you made me.
Okay.
Like, ain't no payback.
Look, I mean, hey, you did the do.
You did the crime, you do the
time.
Yeah,
man. True, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited, like, for that season of children, season of being married, season of, you know, just growing in God and like fully fulfilling my purpose. Like, I'm excited, man. Like, that fire to like go get it is like fully back. I'm just like, I'm ready to run wherever that leads to. I'm ready to run.
Going back and get it. Yeah, going to get it.
Yeah.
All the rest of 2021, we going to get it.
Oh yeah, man.
We ain't waiting until 2022. We getting it now.
Right.
We're gonna be getting it even more in 2022.
Yeah, man. Like, it's time. It is time. But yeah, man. You got anything else to add?
No. Much. Y'all drop one in the comments from my boy. Happy birthday, Big 32, coming on up. It's actually August 30th, but that's on a Monday, so
yep.
Y'all can go ahead and drop the comments now.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it.
Happy early birthday.
Oh yeah.
So y'all just keep growing. Don't be like some of these people where they get silly as they get older.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess just as a child, I always thought people got, you know, wiser as they got older. I thought wisdom came with age. Yeah. But that's just not always the case. No. I mean, and like I don't know, maybe it's the time we living in, or I don't know. I definitely feel like it seems to be getting worse now than it was, like, say, maybe 20 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I've met some younger people who are wise, but they still have like childish ways about them. You know, like they know what's wrong, what they shouldn't do, what they, you know, but at the same time they still like are, you know, guilted into peer pressure and all this other stuff. And it's like, you know, so sometimes I have to be careful, you know, when you make friends with people younger than you. You have to be like, you have to remember that, okay, they still at this age, so I'm not gonna expect them to be thinking fully on the level I am.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah. And patience.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, patience. Sometimes God may put those younger people in your path for a reason.
Yeah, man.
So keep growing. Keep get wisdom, get understanding, and stay away from the foolish.
Stay away from the foolish.
Speaking of which, you already know what time it is.
Oh yes,
it is Miss Me with the Foolishness. And as always, there's some real foolishness right here. We got a husband. He got shot by his wife's side dude, his side piece. She had a piece on the side.
Not only was he on the side,
he was in the house.
Inside the house.
Living there. Living. They ain't say stay the night. He was living there.
Like, man.
How far gone could a guy be to not know there's another guy living in his house?
Yeah. Like, ain't no way.
I was like, you couldn't smell the testosterone? Like, what's that?
Okay, look.
There's some other testosterone in here.
You could tell with another man in your house. Look.
Bruh, he been sitting in your chair or something. Whose print is this? This ain't my butt print.
Look, and you know what? The husband had to be dumb. But, you know, his wife actually told him that she warned her husband about a possible intruder prompting him to get his gun. So, the intruder revealed himself to be, her side piece. And it's been like this for a year.
Dude had been urinating in bottles. Staying in a room and the wife was bringing him food.
Man, like you don't like, I wonder if they got kids, cause like you don't see no extra plates or nothing around the house. Like, God, dog, man, this is just ridiculous. So he shot him in the chest, and they were sent to the hospital. So they were shooting at each other. Guess what?
And the wife was high.
Yeah.
At the time of this altercation.
Man, so she just over there just.
So you done took one in the chest for this chick.
And man, ain't the move, like, fam. What you?
Boy, that's a whole nother level of disrespect right there, boy. Like, it's probably been getting it in your bed, brother.
Like, man, you providing for this man, and he ain't contributing. Like, yeah.
She's over here living polyamorously.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, she's getting two at a time, and you don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
She through with him. She be like, I'll be back. Go in the other room.
Okay.
He must not be no good. She couldn't hear nothing.
Look, ain't no telling.
I'm like, or he was just, or maybe she just waited till the husband left. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I don't know how you hide someone in a room for a year.
Boy, that's a whole nother level of disrespect right there, boy.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Boy, she was having her cake and eating it too.
Pretty much. Like,
God.
Yeah, man, she's just ridiculous for that. Like, I wouldn't. Yeah. No.
It's a wonder she can get shot.
Okay, look.
You trying to shoot him, like.
I mean, she was probably high and laid out somewhere. She probably ain't get up out the bed. She was probably just out there dazed.
Yeah, she got arrested too. Thank goodness. I like to see some justice being dealt.
Yeah, man.
Dude was shot in the leg. Now he's got to.
But I don't know. This sounds like some Alabama stuff.
You think somebody's a brother or sister or something?
I don't know. I'm just saying. It sounds like some backwoods type stuff. Like,
hey, if anybody's gonna have sex with my sister, it's gonna be me. That was Dave Chappelle, y'all, just in case y'all was wondering.
Yeah, man, that's just crazy. But yeah, be careful out here. When you slipping and dipping.
Yeah, all that. She was outside, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard that term? We outside.
Huh?
You ain't heard that term.
No.
It's a term that people started using. I don't know if it was like this year or last year, but it's like we outside, and it basically means.
Like catch me outside?
Nah, it's different. It's like doing something you ain't got no business doing, basically. Sneaky links, all that type of stuff. So.
Well, I've been inside quarantine.
Yeah. I'm like, somebody probably got COVID.
Yeah. Look.
My money's on the meth head wife.
But yeah, man, you just gotta be careful who you dealing with and who you invite into your life, period. But yeah,
true.
Because the flags were probably there, but fam just chose to ignore them.
Yeah. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Matthew Priest on Facebook. I'm President and MP on Snapchat and Twitter. And go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at The Chase Harden on all social media platforms.
And once again, I am Matt P.
And I'm Jeremy Chase.
One time.
Yes.